Hello everyone. Well, I have a literally just come off the coffee machine, frothy double cappuccino ready. And yeah, let's go. I'm ready to go. Let's have a little look at what's going on in the world. If you're here, please come along and say hello. Please join me. It's working today, so I'm back on the app that I was on last time I restreamed. Okay, there we go. So I've just gone into my Crafty. So if anyone is talking, hang on. I can see if you're in Crafty Elevensies. I will pop over to Unique You, and hopefully you're in there having a little chat. I want to manage that page. Bear with me. There we go. So yeah, if you're here, say hi. Let me see you. Let me know what you're up to. Am I live in Unique You? Oops, I have not got that on silent. Let's just silent my phone. Okay, hi Jill. I'm not sure where I'm seeing you say hi. Hi Jill. Hi Susie. So I love Susie how you've put your name. That's really helpful. I will just for boringness re-put the chat stream section, and if you do want to just log on, Restream is a safe platform. So if you are able to join us on that. So I'm just having a quick look on my Facebook. I'm just having a quick look on my Unique You, but for some reason it's not showing the video. So can you let me know if it's playing in Unique You, because it doesn't seem to be showing me. It's not showing me if it's going live or not. Let's try it that way. I don't want to manage the page. I want to see the page. Nope. Oh, it's complicated when you own pages, isn't it? I don't know if it's actually running in Unique You. Can you let me know if it is? Because it doesn't appear to be. Like I can see the event. Let me just check it. Well, it says it is. Anywho, it'll sort itself out, I am sure. So I can see it's in my 11s group, and you may or may not have noticed that I'm not sure where I'm watching from. I just clicked a notification that popped up. Love that. You may be in Let's Learn with Laura Binding. Who knows? I have a few little outlets. It's okay. I'll work it out. It'll suss itself out. So I definitely can't seem to see it in there, which is very frustrating. It says I plan to go live, but it doesn't show me as going live. Morning, Mandy. How are you? Morning, Abby. How are things? Same as Susie. I love that. Oh, do you know what? It is what it is. It'll sort itself out. I don't know what's going on, but we'll work it out. It says it's live. It says it's streaming to Unique You by Laura Binding. Yeah, it says it is. So who knows? Who knows? Okay, so first of all, good morning, everybody. How are we all doing? How is your day? Mine is rainy and drizzly and grey. I have 7 dogs with me today. 7. Dog sitting for the in-laws. So I will just give you one moment when I switch my camera on. So same as Susie, I don't know what I'm watching on. Amazing, love that. How's the week without the kids? It's nice. I do miss them. But what's bothering me more, I said this to my husband, I said this to Tony, I was like, what's bothering me more is not that the kids aren't here. Cash Levens is okay, cool. It's that I don't know what they're doing. You know, it's not not having that control. So it's kind of like, oh, you know, I don't know what they're doing. Are they okay? I think that bothers me more than anything else. But you know, it's been nice. Had a few sort of quieter days, catching up on some stuff. So yeah, I've been doing a few little things, pottering about. I will show you in a moment. We ran the Milliput workshop on Sunday. Sunday just gone. And I'll just grab my makes for you to octopus gone there for you to see. What else have I been doing? Oh, I did a live for Totally Beads yesterday. Sorry about this. This is not the best of angles, is it? There we go. So I'll show you that in a moment. I'm going to get this camera over. Snap about the weather. It's bad, isn't it? Hi, Jill. I'm sat here watching, having a coffee before work. Jill, how did you get on with your mini put? How did it work in the end? Because I know you had a few little hiccups with the standard one. Let me know how you got on. I'm going to switch the other camera on for now. Yeah, so what's been going on? Extra camera. Cool. So we have, so you may or may not have noticed, but I have changed the name of Crafty 11s because I've got to really, I'm not going to be able to do 11s on a Thursday anymore. So this is going to be the last 11s on a Thursday. We'll be doing them on a Monday, but about lunchtime, so probably 12:30. It looks okay, more organic, but ready for painting. Oh, amazing. Well, the thing is, take photos as well, Jill, when you're doing this, so you can see the stages it goes through. It's really interesting to be able to follow its journey. Yeah, so I have changed the Crafty 11s now to Creatively Crafty with Laura Binding. I hope that's okay. And what do we think of I'll still be doing the lives, they'll just be on a Monday instead, just because something else is coming up now. So, it's the way it works, unfortunately. But I don't want to drop these lives. I enjoy coming in. I enjoy chatting to everyone and catching up with everybody. So it's just going to be like a Monday motivation instead. It'll be on be about 12:30, just because I'll be running workshops on a Monday morning till 12. So then I'll be able to come straight in and do the Crafty 11s. Or see, I'm going to have to break that chain now. Creatively Crafty. I like the crafty element of it. Do you like the new name? Oh, thank you, Mandy. I had a few. I was messaging, my friend Emma, who we've all kind of met when she's been here, and she will still be joining me. She doesn't know it yet. Emma, if you're watching, you're still coming down to join me. But yeah, I was just trying to find a nice general non-committal. So like Crafty 11s kind of ties you to 11. So I thought Creatively Crafty. It's what we all are, isn't it? We're all creatively crafty. It's not necessarily jewelry. It could be anything, art, jewelry. I know we do diamond painting, we do card making, we do everything. So, that's cool. Oh, that makes me feel better. Tell us, see you next Monday then. Yeah, so it won't be this Monday. So I won't be going live this Monday. Come in for two reasons. One, I'm literally live today, so it's not going to be that much in advance. And also, I'm going to the cottage for a week. We've managed to get a week as a family with little to no commitments. I've still got a few things I need to do, but they're very manageable from the cottage. So I am going to have a bit of family time with the kids because it's the 1 week that my husband can get the week off and we can all go down and we can just enjoy it. So there's the two reasons. The one is I'm going live today, so it's only a few days away, but also I'll be doing that. So I will be going live from the Monday after, but I will keep you posted. Cool. I'm glad you like the new name. That makes me feel a little bit better. I just remember that I can't always see what people are saying. So I can see people saying hi, but I don't always know who they are. So I can see Jill. I know who Jill is. I think Jill Wright and Jill Ritchie are the only people whose names I can actually see. So I don't know who else is talking about hello and welcome. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what I've been up to this week. The menace. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I've been up to this week. So we did the Milliput workshop on Sunday, which I really, really enjoyed doing. And I've got to say, I think this is one of my favourite fairy doors that I've done so far. I really love how it came out. And so yeah, we kind of messed about a little bit with this. Jill, I know I'm saying this just because I know you were in the workshop. Remember, I had that hiccup with this where it wasn't quite joined properly, so I went ahead and fixed all of that after the workshop and then painted it. I even added a little crystal garden into it this time. I really love how it came out. I just thought it was really great fun. I'll show you the back. It still needs to be painted, maybe smoothed a little bit, but like I say, even with the back's probably one of the nicest backs that I've done. And I would paint that completely black. Just obviously, this is the inks and colours that have bled through, which is fine. I would just give that a nice black background or maybe a nice dark brown. So we have that one. Then we have some fun guys. So you may have already met this little fun guy. I actually did this on a live a couple of weeks ago with Emma when she came round. I decided to give him a slightly metallic sort of underneath his cap. But he's the original, he's the OG fun guy. So we have him. So this is fun guy 1. And then when we were in the workshop on Sunday, we just had a bit of fun. Now, this has happened. He's got a bit bleedy. He looks a little bit like a zombie. And you know what? I'm okay with that. This is because I carved into the milliput quite a lot. So when I went to put the pen on, it just kind of bled into the lines. But I could play about with that and change it a bit. But he's just kind of like my little cowboy one. He's got mica powders on his hat or his cap, painted gold. You can't see it too well, but hopefully you can. We just put mica powders on, just had a bit of fun with him. I would seal him because, as you can see, it's coming off a little bit. I still may play about with this one a little bit. Mushy love it. How did you get the white spots so white? Mine are dull. These are watercolors, Jill. Watercolors. This was watercolors. Yeah, it was watercolor. I painted these with watercolors. Jill, you may recognize, do you remember that shimmer palette that I will get to you? And I'm going to say this nicely. Remind me, okay? Send me a message next week. I'm down the cottage next week. Please send me a message. Just DM me and just say, hey, don't forget to get my shimmer watercolors, because I do have a head like a sieve. I'm down there all week, so I can go down and get it for you. So just in the week, just send me a little reminder. Say, hey, Laura, don't forget to get my things. I might see you on Monday anyway, because I'm going to be doing the Crafty Inkers from the cottage, but just remind me, okay? But yeah, so this one was done using watercolors, and I used like I've got a really lovely shimmer palette. In fact, I might have it here, because I obviously haven't put things away yet. Heaven forbid, Laura. I've got this little Derwent palette, which is what I used to paint the mushroom. And then I've got this really lovely, this is what I'm talking about, this lovely watercolor shimmer pack here. I really, really love this. It's just so beautiful. And so I used that to paint this little fella. And I just kind of, I thought he was just a rainbow one. We had a bit of fun with this. We went a bit rogue. I gave him like a really sparkly cap, and just, we just had fun with it. And I just thought it was great. And I even put sparkles for his eyes. So yeah, we have these. This is the current fungi crew. I just think they're so cute. I definitely need to work on his face. It annoys me a bit, but I will work on that. I think I'm going to just probably file him down a little bit to a smooth surface and then repaint him. It does show, as you can see by the state of my hands, what happens if you do not seal micas, but they do look super cool on there. So yeah. The Milliput workshop sounded fab, but I couldn't make this last week. I'm not sure if the Milliput I've been looking at Screwfix is the right stuff. So the Milliput, I mean, I may run it again, Susie. I may, because I really enjoyed it, and I know there's a couple of people who could be interested in it. Jill, I know you Jill, right? I know you were hoping to come onto it. It's this one here, and but I tell you what. So for hey, so full disclosure, I have, because I am on Amazon so much, and I'm always saying to everybody, oh yeah, go on Amazon, go on Amazon. I have done some lists and a link to products, but I've done them as an affiliate, so I get a little something for them. It doesn't affect you. You still get the same price. But I'm being, full disclosure, that's what I've done. So what I will do is a little list of where some of my products. If you're interested, just let me know and I'll send you the links. So Susie, this Millie put here, this was, I bought 10, so I bought a pack of 10 and it was £29.50 for 10, which makes it like £2.50. So, no, definitely get some on Amazon. If you're interested, hey Emma, right, go on to, I'm going to put a link again there. Go on to that little, let me screen share for you to show you exactly what you've got to do. I want to do the link. So yeah, if you're interested, like I said, I'm being honest, it is an affiliates link, but it doesn't affect you. It doesn't change you. You get it at the same price. It just means that, I tell everybody to go to Amazon. I may as well do something like that. But you can get it in different colors and you can get it in different colors. You can get it in multi-packs, and like I said, if anyone is interested, let me know if you're interested in maybe me running the workshop again. I'm kind of interested to maybe do the fairy, the wands. So I'm maybe considering, these magic wands that were sort of created, again, holding the crystals. So again, if that is something you would be interested in, then maybe let me know. Or I can rerun the fairy workshop, mushrooms and doors. So right, I'm just going to share this screen. So I'm going to just come back into this and I'm just going to share this just for those of you who are here. I know I do this every time, but just have a little look. If you click onto this and you click on to allow Restream to show my name, it will just take you through. Restream is not going to cost you anything, but it just means that I can see you. You want to do the ones, please? Again, I can't see who that is because I can't see the name, but I'm happy to sort of do this. So we've got that. I will, like I said, I'm happy to do a little list and I'll probably pin it on my page and then that will give you some of the thought it might be you, Abby. I'm happy to do the list and maybe pin it onto my page, and then if there's anything that you want, you can go check it out and see on Amazon. Obviously there are other places that I get stuff from and I'm always open about that as well. Jill, Richie, you wanted one of these. Jill Wright, do you want one of these as well? Just going back to our previous conversation. Is that you, Abby, saying where's the link? Who's saying where's the link? For what? Sorry, just to clarify, because I'm a little bit behind in that conversation. So yeah, we've got the fairy doors. I'll switch this back over. M's. I was confused. Right, I'm going into Facebook. I want to know why it's not right. It is definitely playing now, so that's good in Unique Use. So that's cool. Where are you talking from? Emma, where are you? Abby, where are you? Are you in like Let's Learn or Crafty 11s is? Right, okay, Mandy. So I've popped a link. I'll pop it back in the chat again. So if you click on that link, there, it's in the chat. If you click on that link, you just go through. It's not going. It shouldn't. It's all. It's a legit company. It's not going to charge you anything. It just means I can see names. That's all. Jonathan, my seagulls begging to be fed. I love that so much. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. All right. So that's interesting. So I'll definitely look into that maybe in September. Looking at running the Neurotown Laura, Millie Put Wands workshop, if that's something that is of interest to people. So just give me a shout if that is something Okay. Maybe where you are. Well, it says it's gone to Facebook. So it's basically chat.restream. Let me pop it on here. That's what the actual link is. It's just literally that. So if you type that in, then that should work. Okay, so let me see if it's on the group. Are you on the group? So I'm just having a look. So I haven't changed the name of the group yet, but I will be changing that again to Creatively Crafty with Laura Binding. Hi, see you on here now. Hey, Emma. The link to go and click to show my name. Right. Okay, cool. I found you guys. You're in the group. So let me just stop talking. There we go. Okay, so just open that so I can actually see who's talking now. Right. Okay, cool. So yes, so that's what we're up to right now. So yeah, I will, if I get enough interest, and I will more than happily do that. I'm just trying to switch my screen over and it doesn't want to do it. Okay, there we go. There we go. So yes, we made these little fun guys. So I have a little crew of fun guys. Okay, so I'm gonna pop them back up there. I just loved making those. Like I said, really, really loved working with this. And this is a mixture of alcohol ink pens, and I think I used a bit of acrylic paint for the mushrooms. Yeah, so it's kind of a bit of a mix up. But again, this is all stuff that we kind of cover in the workshop. Oh, my fun guys are falling over. And then, so basically, this one, I know you've seen this one before, but I had to give it a bit of a, sent a picture of Jonathan. Oh, I need to see. Hang on. Oh, hang on. I'll see if I can put the chat link here. Right, Mandy, I've put a link in the chat where you are now, so that's cool. So, where are we? What was we saying? Where's the picture of Jonathan gone and coming over? Hang on. Yep. I will allow it. Gotta allow it. Right, okay, so it's all right. I've done it now, Jill. It's fine. It's because of all of the spams that you get, so we have to kind of put some blocks on to stop people just being able to post. It's fine. I've approved it. Yeah, so this one actually broke in half, and so I had to refix it with some more milliput, and I use this as an example for the workshop. So just to show you, so yeah, I just kind of painted the top a little bit more so it looked a little bit more mushroomy, and used watercolors for this. This is the one that I actually did in the workshop, and I do think he has to be one of my favorites. I really love how he came out. I definitely need to seal the top. It's just a little bit sort of tacky still, but again, I used watercolors for this. And so I did a little experiment with the little frill that we've got here, and then coming down. So I used the watercolors for this, and I really, really like that kind of soft muted tone. So I am going to seal this, and yeah, I'm going to do more like this. I really love this one, how it came together. And then this one again had to be fixed a little bit because the top and the bottom were separate, so I joined them together. So again, this one's just been painted, and then this one I think I just touched it up with a little bit of paint, to be honest with you. It was fine as it was. So this is the kind of little mushroom gang that we've got going on at the moment. You're going to use spray varnish to seal. Would that be okay? Yeah, absolutely. And so a spray varnish, that's what I'm going to be using as well, Jill. So just give it a good coverage. I've said this before, if you were to use, if you're using an alcohol ink product, then you can, of course, use Mod Podge, which, by the way, there's a sale in Hobbycraft at the moment, and it's 50% off of Laura. There is 50% off Mod Podge. So if you wanted some Mod Podge, go and get some from Hobbycraft. Don't have a link for that, I'm afraid. But Mod Podge would work and seal it as well. But if you have used alcohol inks in any way, even if it's in markers, then you will need to seal it before you go ahead and Mod Podge it. So yeah, so those are the ones that we've done. And like I said, this is one I did on Sunday, and I just really love how he came out. So I'm going to pop these back in their little pot of the bead mix. Still have bead mixes available, by the way. If you're interested, we have some pearl bead mixes and we have some standard bead mixes. So they are still available on my website. But part of the thing that I wanted to do for the I'm going to show you this as well very quickly. We spin this around. Savannah and Sally. Sally is my mother and father-in-law's little Bichon Frise. She is 14. Sally, are you okay? Yeah, cool. And then we have Sabs obviously living her best life down here. Just to point out that Sally's choice to lay there, okay? That's Sally's choice. She always lays off the bed for some reason, but she does. What else? Very quickly. Ooh, I'll show you very quickly. So what I'm going to do today is have a play about some cheap alcohol inks that I bought. I want to just very quickly show you Christmas in July. Look at Savvy Sharon. I know, right? I know, but that has to be you, Emma. You know that. Oh, where did you go? You know that Sabs doesn't share, but she does with Sally. So I made for Totally Beads yesterday. You know, I do some. I think I've done the Yes, Mandy, I see you. You have. Oh, thank you. I can see you now. So I made these little Christmas presents for Totally Beads. I did a live for them yesterday. Morning, Nancy. How are you? So on the Totally Beads website, they've put a little kit together. It's $4.99. I'll show you it in a moment. But basically, hematite squares and some wire, and we've got a little earring and present set and a tutorial. Comes with a PDF and also a PDF and also a video tutorial as well. So the video tutorial is on their Totally Beads Facebook page and their website, and the kits are on their website. Let me just very quickly show you. Bear with me one moment. Totally Beads. They are hematite. The hematite squares, and in the kit you get a large one and then two small ones to make little earrings. So we've got silver with black wire. I do think that this is one of my favorites because it's quite classic. They're cute, aren't they? They're so cute. Yeah, absolutely. Woohoo! Amazing. Let me just very quickly show you on this page. So I'll just show you. So if you go on to totallybeads.co.uk Facebook tutorials, you'll see there. Let me just hide this one for the moment. And then what you'll see is it's not just me. You know, there's lots of different projects. I think there's 3 lives a week, but mine was this present here. And again, if you look down here, there's the Brook Byzantine. That is the Byzantine hematite wheels I did last week. And then here's the Christmas presents. And then if you click on it, the tutorial is there, takes you straight to the tutorial, which is where I show you how to make them. And then you can see here the kits are $4.99. You get a large and 2 small flat-backed hematite cabochons, and you also get a some 0.6 wire in the sort of corresponding color. So you can see there you've got like the gold hematite and you've got sort of like the brown wire to go with it. Here you've got the black sort of the hematite colored hematite with silver, the bronze with a lovely soft copper pink. So yeah, there's a lovely mixture of them. So if you're interested, go check it out. And I'm going to give you a little sneaky exclusive as to what I'm doing next week, because I'm doing another live for them next week, which is one of the things I've got to do from the cottage. Let me just move my stuff. I haven't made one up yet. I'm going to do that this afternoon. Maybe whilst watching a rubbish film, Emma. Poor Emma. Whenever I've got work to do, I just kind of say, Emma, come on, watch a rubbish film with me virtually. So these kits I'm really excited for. Have I got one I've already made up? Nope. But look at, helps you put your camera on, Laura. There we go. Look at these kits. So these lovely colorways, hematite again, but look, plan. Well, you can find something rubbish, okay? And I will sit and I'll just sit and work and watch it with you. So these kits that are coming up next week on the Totally Beads lives are these. How cool are these? Hematite arrowheads. I know. Those of you who know me know. I'm going to put this comment up. I'm proud of me too. But I will say, it doesn't have to be a Christmas present. It could be a birthday present. It could be just a because present, anniversary. It could be anything. So I'm going to go with that. I just thought they would be great for like Secret Santas as well. You know, I mean, the kits are $4.99, and normally a budget of a Secret Santa is like what, £10. So you could actually make you could actually do a Secret Santa gift for a £5, give an earring and necklace, and still have a £5 spare. I think that's awesome. Juz would go nuts on those. It's not Christmas, it's a present or a parcel. So basically, those who don't know, Christmas in July, I get it. I'm very much so. So me and Emma have known each other for a few years. And Emma is that person who loves Christmas all year round. And I do, but I don't start to enjoy Christmas until December. I am a Christmas starts in December believer. That's it. That's my choice. And I have nothing against those who love Christmas before, but I am not one of those. Emma is the person that would have a Christmas tree in her house all year round. She would have her Christmas tree up from November. Am I wrong, Emma? I am the person that would go halfway through December before going, oh, I should put decorations up. But I've joking aside, I've always said I think it's because my mum's birthday is on the 15th of December. And so it would be my mum's birthday, and then we would start getting ready for Christmas. And I just think that's kind of installed with me that, it's my mum's birthday, then Christmas begins. And that's just how my mind is. Arrowheads, I'd keep it 24/7. Yeah. I must start Christmas on. See, Jill? Spooky. Exactly that. And that's why. So I'll go back to this very quickly. Yes, arrowheads, hematite arrowheads. How amazing are these? And I was like, I need to work with those. Hematite beads. And then some 0.6 wire in a color to match. 0.8 wire. You get 2.5 meters, and you'll see here, this is a lovely soft pink. And so next week on Totally Beads Facebook page and on their YouTube channel, so go check that out if you're not already a member, or don't already follow them. And I will be wrapping that arrowhead and then just doing like a rosary link chain to go with it. So we've got some really cool colorways coming up. We've got, look at the blue with the gold. We've got lovely bronze color with gold. Oh, they're just going to be amazing. So definitely check out next Wednesday, and I'll be demoing that next Wednesday. Hey, me too, Abby. I love Halloween. Oh, I love Halloween. Susie, it's a cool idea. Actually, kind of could. It's beautiful kits, aren't they? Hey, Laura, I don't know who that is, but hey, I can't see everybody's comments. Oh, Sue. Hi, Sue. How are you? It's all right because I still can't see everybody. So I see some people. We're talking about Christmas and our thoughts on it. Well, I love Christmas, but like I said, same as you though, Jill. It's exactly that reason. I love Christmas in December. I see you now, Sue. So I'm just going to cut myself some alcohol paper. I was just talking about, so what I've done is I've actually bought some cheaper brands of alcohol inks off Amazon. Now I've also put those brands onto my Amazon list, which I will share for you later if you're interested, or if there's anything you want beforehand, let me know, and I will of course just send me a message and I'll sort that out for you. I am going to be doing Crafty Inkers at 12:30 today, the creative catch up. So Jill and whoever, if you're going to be joining me, it'd be lovely to see you there. Those of you who know, I do the Crafty Inkers Club. It's £5 a month. We do one workshop a month, and then we do 2 creative crafty catch-up sessions. So today is one of those catch-up sessions, and Monday evening is the second. What paper am I using? Hang on, who asked what paper am I using? Why is everybody? Sue, how was the retreat? Was it good? Sounds like everybody had an amazing time from what I can tell. I want to see Jonathan a moment, sorry. Where's it gone? One of these. Where is Jonathan? Hang on. Trying to see where Jonathan. Oh, hi Jonathan. He's lovely. Jill, when I used to work, Abby, it's graphics paper. So I use the graphics. I just use graphics paper. Like I said, I've got links for all of these. I tend to buy the 12 by 12. And so 12 by 12 is anyone who does crafting, it's kind of like your standard kind of cricket square kind of size, 12 by 12. But I like to cut them down into little squares of 6 by 6 because I just find it's I find it's a little bit better for when I'm working on here, but also it's a little bit more, it's a little bit more workable. I was only talking about Christmas yesterday, but got told off. Apparently I should have been talking about it in June. No. Nope. Right. So I'm going to just show you some of the inks that I've got. I've got a confession. I have opened one. I don't know where I put the piece I played back to. Where is it? Oh, there's another little piece of. Oh, that's had a bit of a battering. Right. Okay. So bear with me one moment. I've got way too much going on over here. Oh, what's happened here? Oh, I know. Right. Right. Okay. Cool. So what I've got here, this Sig Wong brand. Now this one, I've used their metallics before, and they work. So this is a bit of a new territory for me when it comes to working with these alcohol inks, because I've used I love to use Pinata, as we know. I love to use Tim Holtz. I've used the Let's Resin brand, and I've used Hobbycrafts brand. But when buying this, I was a bit unsure because I wasn't sure if I was actually buying alcohol inks. I was like, am I buying? Because there is a difference. And if you buy some that are on that are specifically for resin, then they don't work as an alcohol ink and they break up and the pigments go everywhere. So I was a bit like, oh, scared. And I thought, well, I can't recommend people to have a cheap, because I know, getting started into alcohol inks can be a little bit intimidating. It can be a bit like, oh gosh, it's expensive, and so I'm trying to streamline it down into a slightly more affordable start. So I thought, if you can get your hands on something like this and they work, and this set is £15, then it's definitely great to try it out. And if you want to just dabble in with a few rangers or whatever, and everybody has different experiences. So I've got Sig Wong, I've got this Decorum, which I did open last night, and I'll show you. And then I've got this ER Core Art. And this ER Core Art, I don't know. they say drawing inks, and I kind of used as my guide was if when when it goes into Amazon and it gives you recommended products, if they recommended Yupo paper with it, that made me think, okay, then that should be good for using, because Yupo paper is an alcohol ink paper. So that's why I kind of went with them. If they work, then I will share the links with you. I've got the Sig ones. I've used them on my phone, guys. Amazing. So have you got these ones, Jill? Are these the ones that you've got? So that's cool then. They must work. The craft retreat was brilliant and amazing. So many crafty people getting together and enjoying themselves. Listening to the chatter and laughing was so pleasing. Missed watching you though, Laura. Loved your BP painting. Great job. Oh, thank you. I'm really enjoying them. I did another one last night. I did You Cutie again last night, which was great fun. Malibu. I got mine from Amazon, but I think the brand is, yeah, probably. Afraid I've got to go now. Watch the rest and catch up. Bye, everyone. Bye, Jill. Hopefully, I'll see you on one of the Crafty Inca catch ups. Yeah, am I seeing you on Monday? I think you said, didn't you? The resin ones, just check back on the Amazon basket, but they work. Yeah, and this is it. They're not very clearly marked. So brands like Pinata, brands like Pinata, Rangers, you know that they work because they are specifically said they are alcohol inks for painting. So it's a bit of a scary world going into a non-branded ones. That's why I thought I'd get a few. I'll see you on Monday then. Have a lovely weekend. Okay, so this is what I created very quickly late last night with the decorum ones. No, yes, the decorum ones. Very, very pleasantly surprised. I used alcohol inks in resin all the time, shouldn't I then? Who's that? Is that you, Abby? Yeah, you can. Of course you can. No, it's what it is there are alcohol inks like the ones that we use for painting, for drawing, are they have less resin content in them. That's why they're more transparent. But when you add the rubbing alcohol, then they still retain that solid color. Although they break down, obviously they don't go into the pigments. But there are some inks that are have a heavier resin content that are intended just for resin, so to color resin or to just specifically for the resin. So those are ones that you'll know when they're not right, because when you put it on your paper and you put rubbing alcohol into it, it literally turns into a pile of pigments. So that's the only difference. Alcohol inks can be used universally with your resin and with your art, but it's just there are certain brands of they're still called alcohol inks, but they can be specific just to resin. It's a tricky one, but so anyway, this is what we did. So I have got a little square here, and I'm going to try the Sigwong ones. Okay, so these ones, I like these. They've got a white. Now, the whites don't necessarily work great in the way that we would maybe use a white. I'll experiment with that another time. But we've got a nice range of colours. We've got a light gold, which is interesting. We've got a gold. So we've got two metallics. We have got dark purple. We've got a silver. I kind of want to put my metallics all together. Right, so we've got a rose gold. And I have used the Sigwong. Oh, sorry, I don't know why that's gone up there. Why is that still there? Right, I'm going to show something else just so that I can get rid of it. There we go. Okay, so I'm just putting my metallics all in the same place. Now I've used the Sigwong metallics before, but like a different box. So I've actually got a box of metallics from them. And again, without going into depth about metallics, they behave a bit differently, but that's okay. So I'm not going to touch the metallics or the whites. I'm just going to play about with just the standard colors. This is part of what the inky crafty inkers are all about, is we experiment with different materials. We do a workshop. We've done a workshop on metallics. and dark backgrounds. We've done a workshop using white, using flowers, and all of those are, we sort of do the workshop and then we do 2 creative catch-up sessions, of which you can either attend one or both, where we revisit the workshop, and 9 times out of 10 we'll play about and just experiment and see what happens. So I'm not going to touch those. I'm just going to do a couple of colors. So let's shout out some colors. Let's go for 3 colors and see what we can choose. And we'll see what happens. And then I'm going to put that onto this one and see how they react. So give me some colors, guys. I know what I would probably go for. Orange and violet. Okay. Right. Okay, so we've got purple. Okay. Right, I've got the names here. Shout out the names then. So we've got a purple. We've said pretty please. Abby, there are some that can be used in UV resin and some that can't. So what I would say is when you buy the alcohol inks, and I noticed this when I was looking at these, that some would say use it in your resin, use it on your paper, and some said not suitable for UV resin. So you need to go to the brand that you bought and read in the description, and it will tell you if it isn't suitable for UV resin. So again, it depends on the brand that you have bought, but they will state if it is or isn't suitable. Right, okay. So I've got purple, I've got orange. Ooh, I wonder if purple and orange would go. I'm going to go with purple orange because I'm going to do another one. So we'll save some other colours for that as well. So I'm going to go, well, someone said peacock blue. I think that was you, Jill. So I'm going to go for these 3. And I've still got another 2 to test out quickly as well. So don't worry. I've got my rubbing alcohol ready. Now, top tip on how I open these, because these guys are messy. You can either cut the top off. It's still going to splat everywhere. I use one of my Cricut tools, little stabby pokey tool. And I've got a bit of kitchen roll. I'm going to just push this into the top so you can see. Now, if I take that out, it's going to splat. So what I'm going to do is protect it with the kitchen roll. It's still splatted. I didn't protect that very well. But if I'd have had that out of the way, that would have been fine. We'll try it again. So there's the silver, there's the orange. Okay. You've got to really make sure you really get a lot of this around it. That was better. There we go. So when you're opening them, so sharp sticky tool, stab it into the top, just down a little bit. Really make sure you've got lots of kitchen roll around the top, like I did on the first one. Take that out, and that will give you a nice clean open. Okay, right. No, it's fine, Abby. It's fine. It's just that's the best answer I can kind of give you. And I'll be honest, I noticed it last night when I was, not last night, but when I was researching the sort of make your own resin, the cheaper resins. It was just something I saw come up quite a lot, and it's actually something that made me think, oh, okay, maybe that's general with all sort of alcohol inks, like drawing alcohol inks as such. So I'm going to just pop a few bits of this on and we'll see what happens. Now I'm going to come in with 1 pop because I don't know how strong this is going to be. 2 pop, 3 pop, and a rogue. Is that a hair or is that? No, that's just the water, right? So let's see. Air puffer. What happens? So I'm just having a little play. Okay. Gotta say, I am not mad about that. Look at those colors. Using graphics paper, which is, as I've said many a time, my go-to paper. I personally just think it's worth that little bit extra. I like that I can cut it down. It does come in a square, but you can get it in the are sort of just slightly larger than A4 size. So it's like an A4, but it's just slightly larger. So you can get that. I personally prefer the square just because I can cut it to size. I can make bookmarks out of it, and I just feel it's got a bit more versatility, really. Can we just say how lovely this is? How I'm impressed. Now, one thing that will happen is you know, the more you work with more rub and alcohol you put, the more you're breaking down that pigment, the more you're breaking down that that ink, and so you have to be a bit careful. But I'm chucking quite a lot of rubbing alcohol at this, and it's holding up nicely. I've got to give it that. I literally put 1 drop of each color onto there. They are amazing, aren't they? So I definitely feel this has got my link of approval. That peacock blue, a little bit amazing. I have to say, I am very pleasantly surprised at that. Hold it up close for you to see. That's nice. You never know how to use orange and purple, so this is exciting. Wow, orange and purple, just chuck them together, see what happens. To be honest, I definitely feel that this could be a Halloween theme coming up. I love a bit of Halloween, and orange and purple is very Halloweeny. Okay, I definitely will play about with that a bit more, but I've got 2 more I want to go through very quickly. So what I would say, that was 1 drop each of the Sigwong. So I definitely would recommend them, and I will put links if anyone's interested. I'm going to test 1 color out, and that's the black, and that's purely because I bought the Hobbycraft black, well, the Hobbycraft inks, and the black was awful, and it's made me a bit wary. So I'm going to just put that tiniest bit just here, just see what happens. Literally the tiniest drop. I'm just intrigued. Oh. Oh. Can we just take a moment? It's got a bit of a sort of a greeny tone to it. That could be because of the colours underneath it. But this will happen. But this little bit here is quite nicely black. So I am, purple is gorgeous. It really is, isn't it? So I will quite happily, they are on, I've got a little link for those. So I will, if anyone is interested, pop that up for you. Look at that mixing in with that purple. Oh, I definitely am going to be having a play with this. So I'm actually going to use these in the Crafty Inkers when we go live at 12:30, which is obviously the Crafty Inkers Club. I'm definitely going to have a little play about with these a little bit more, but I'm really happy with that so far. So that's that one. Good pigment on them as well, I've got to be honest. They've got good pigment on them because, you know, they're holding that color, and as I said, I didn't put a load on there. Fabulous. Okay, let's come in with another one. Oh, here we go. The dogs are off barking. Right, Sigwong ones. So give me a second. Oh, Savas is having a snore. Okay, so let me quickly look. Oopsie. I did a little page of put it in there. I'm opening like 10,000 pages of stuff. Right, I just very quickly. So the Sigwong ones, which ones are you? They were copy. Actually, let me just click onto it. Hang on. Oh, Laura, work it out. Open hyperlink. There we go. So these were $15.99 for this set. I'm going to pop the post in here for you. That's the link just there. I don't know where that's gone, but check out my creative crafters and the my Unit U. I will put all these out properly as well. And then we've got, so definitely recommend them. So let's have a very quick look at the, where did I put all my papers? There they are. Let's have a quick look at the ER core art. These ones here. Now these ones were hang on, open the hyperlink. These ones were $11.84. So let's have a little look how these ones are, because these ones are even cheaper again. They come with gloves. Okay, so we have bronze, which is a metallic. We have a light brown, that's metallic. So that one and that one's metallic. So I quite like to keep them. Oh, interesting. I've got little plastic lids. Different. Never had that before. So we've got bronze and we've got light brown. They are both metallic. That orange gold is a metallic. Rose gold, that's a metallic. Red copper, that's a metallic. Then we've got, so have a little look at the colours. Shout out some more colours for me. We'll try and do a different colour set this time. I know pink was mentioned. These are annoying me. Okay. We've got lemon yellow. We've got yellow. We've got blue. We've got orange. We've got two whites. So I'm going to pop the whites here as well. Oh, we've got another metallic. We've got two whites. Silver. So pop that one over. So I'm just trying to separate them, keep the metallics where they are. So there's a lot of metallics in this one. That's alcohol. That says alcohol. That's black. That's metallic pearl white. Gosh, this whole line is kind of metallic, soft. There we go. Kind of putting the metallics and the whites together. I'll put the black down there as well then. So there. Okay. So we have got this. So as I said, this set was $11.84. So what colours? These look a lot like the ones you have. They may have pins to open them. Well, they're not pins. They're just little. They're like little caps that you get for like the little bottles. And there isn't enough for all of them. I guess it's to put on top when you're working with them. Okay, let's shout some colours. Got to go to work. See you soon, Jill. See you Monday. Love seeing how different brands react. Yeah, 100%. So it's quite nice. And obviously, I don't want to recommend something to you if it's not going to be any good. So it's good for me to try it out as well. So we've got a pink. Okay. Ah, it's metallic. No, it isn't. Okay, so pink. What else? Coffee. Love a coffee. Pink and coffee. One more. Got pink in colour, yellow, green, and black. Ah, like the Lush Shop logo. Love that. Okay, red on the end. The rose red. I think the red. I'm not sure if the red will merge in. I'm going to go with yellow because it's just, I don't want it all to mix into the same colour. So I got another one, last one very quickly after, and it will be very quick because I am aware of the time and I have got to go and do the crafting because I have past 12. Remember, top tip, pierce that top, pat it out. I've got yellow. Oh, we've got green. We'll save the green for the next one then, Nancy, because we haven't done green yet. Okay, so I've got pink. I'm getting in a mess here. I've got yellow. And we have got coffee. I'm intrigued by coffee. I love coffee. Okay. Okay. So let's see what happens then. So a little bit of splash. Okay, I'm going to just do one drop, same as I did the other one. One. Might put this over here. 2 and 3. So this is the super cheap ones. Okay. Wow. Can we take a moment for that pink? That is a neon pink. Okay. Do you know what? Okay. So let's have a little look. It's breaking down quite a lot, but it is still very there. The pink is quite heavy. So it's moving around quite heavily. And that's fine. I've no issues with that. It's you'll know what I mean if you start working with inks. Just it's like a texture thing. You can almost see it's kind of quite heavy. Whereas the yellow, that's a lovely yellow though, I have to say. The yellow is a little bit thinner. Then we're just coming down here now. The coffee again is quite thin. Can you see how it's really running? But also how it's breaking up a little bit. But still, it's still there. It's still a nice color. It's definitely workable. Just haven't worked out as nicely. It's a very bright pink, isn't it? It's quite a heavy pink. I'll give it that. See how much liquid's kind of coming off of these? I'm just drying this because there's a lot. Okay. So can you see how it's quite so if I compare this to say this one, can you see this has got a lot? Yes, there's less inks on this, but it's still got a lot of colour. Can you see there's a lot of this going on, which I think might be to do with maybe the pigment content. But that being said, it's not workable. I think if I had to choose, I'd pay the extra couple of pound and probably go for the Sig Wong ones. However, you get more metallics in this one, so it would be interesting. And actually, you know, I'm still able to work this around. Because the thing is, I'm all for getting a good starter kit, but what you don't want to do is get something that, even though it's cheaper, is harder work. So it can almost have the reverse effect and make you almost want to not carry on because you know you're not getting the instant result that you want. But it doesn't mean that you have to go and spend £30 on a set of inks. It just means that you've got to find that right kind of balance. You can see here that I'm working it and I'm able to work it down a little bit. And actually, the more, so this again tells me, okay, I need to just change my approach a little bit. And you see here that I'm going a little bit slower and controlling and puffing this out in little sections, and I'm getting a bit of a better result. So I would definitely say, and this is something I always say to anybody and everybody, is know your inks. So if you know that they behave in a certain way, then you can factor that in when you go to work with it. So again, just sort of doing this here, down to here. You know, yes, you could layer it up, definitely. I've got quite a small working area. So let's just go a tiny bit rebellious then. Put the lids back on here. But that pink is a beautiful pink. Started off really bright and I have kind of toned it down a little bit. So yeah, definitely workable. That yellow, I love that yellow. Really lovely, vibrant yellow. And then I'm just going to very quickly try one of these metallics. I'm intrigued by this rose gold. It looks really pretty. But then I always go for that. So let's go for red copper. Let's go for red copper. Now, these kind of metallics are, again, sort of more for your resins. You can see it's just a mica powder base. It doesn't mean that they won't work. It just means that they're going to work a little bit differently. So you do need to shake it nicely and mix it and combine it. That looks like it should be super pretty. So let's go ahead and open this one. Okay. So I'm going to, because I don't really know how this is going to work, I'm going to lay some rubbing alcohol down first. Oh, she's pretty. So it's quite heavily mica based. So it doesn't mean it's not going to work. It just means it's going to behave slightly differently. And it's sort of great. Again, it depends on the project that you're going to be using it for. But one thing I will say is if you're using any of these kind of metallics, make sure you seal your work because they will transfer off onto your hands because it's like a mica powder. But it doesn't mean that you can't work with it. So again, just for those having that element and layer of metallics, it could be worth, it's maybe worth the investment. There we go. And just kind of mix that down a little bit. Get that looking a little bit more nicer. And then I'll very quickly do the other one. Okay, not the best artwork, obviously, but I'm not trying to do nice artwork. I'm just trying to play about with minks. So the metallic, it's not really, when you put it down to what it looked like on the actual sheet. Let's do it again. Let's give it a quick shake so it's fair. Let's pop it down like that. See how metallic that looks? So maybe let's not break it down with that rubbing alcohol. So you can see that difference there. You can't see it so well on camera, but it's a lot more metallic. But actually, when I hit it in the light like that, you can see that metallic sheen. Maybe I'll try it properly with an actual design plan because obviously I've just chucked this on here just to see what will happen. So maybe that's what we'll do next time. I'll have a little play. I definitely think it's got potential, but I think, and again, you can see how it settles, but that's very common with any kind of metallic. I'm pushing it onto the brown, see how it changes the brown a little bit. And this, I'm just going to pop a little bit more, and then I'm going to call this one a day. And then what I'll probably do is turn this piece over. I don't know, it's workable. It's workable. Actually, now, if I hold it, hopefully you can see, it has given a vibrancy. Can you see it here? It's really pretty. Really pretty. See the little shimmer? Okay, not mad at that. I don't, do you know what? For a starter kit, that is for a tenner or 11 quid, £11, £11 48, whatever it is. You'll find that there. Definitely for that price, have a play. Super pretty, right, Mandy? That's the ER Core Art. So with that one, you're going to get not sponsored, by the way. You're going to get these coloured metallics all the way along here. This is all metallics. This is white. This is white. And if you do resin, then it's great because you can see here you've got light sinking white and a deep white. So that's really good for when you do your resin because they're great. And then you've got your black, and then you have got obviously your full range of colours up here. So for £11.48, yeah, that's not bad. There are better, but definitely I think if you can have a little, you might just have to work with it a little bit more, but definitely not a bad ink. Definitely not. Okay, and then very, very finally, I'm just very quickly going to do the Decorum ones. I will find the link for this. I think bear with me one moment. Decorum. Yeah, so shout out some colours very quickly for me. Preferably colours that we haven't already done. I know green was mentioned. So again, I'll just place this here for you to see. Choose your colours. So just sorting through very quickly. We have white, but I think the rest of these are actually all just colours. So these have got some little lids as well. I didn't notice that last night. So you've got this coming around here. These are all colours. There are no metallics in these. So just trying to turn them around for you. You've got mango, lemon, turquoise, clover, blueberry. I know this might be the brand that Gemma Crow has. Lavender, navy, peach, tangerine, kiwi, avocado, coffee, lime, watermelon. So I'll leave them there. Shout some colours out. Green cherry, raspberry. Ooh. You're in there. Green cherry, raspberry. Okay, so we've got cherry. We haven't done that yet. Now, which green? Because we have a few different greens. And do we have a raspberry? We have fuchsia, grape, and ruby. But we don't have a raspberry. Avocado. Ooh, avocado. So we've got avocado and cherry so far. So we need a third. If they have notes on them, I want to read the notes. See what the note says. When she focuses. Highly concentrated, a little goes a long way. Wearing protective gloves is recommended. Don't know if it came with some, the other ones did. Once stained with colour, flush with water. Oh, I guess that means your skin. Store clothes contains liquid dark pack. Okay, cool. Ruby. Okay, we've got both greens. Or ruby. My concern with ruby is that ruby might mix in with cherry a little bit too much. So let's try a different sort of contrasting colour. So let's see what would be a good contrasting colour. Be nice if they were scented. Absolutely. Yeah. What would be a good contrasting colour for these? I mean, my instinct would probably be to go with purple. I was going to go with blueberry. I was kind of go because we've already done purple, but we haven't yellow Christmassy. Is that you, Emma? If that's you, I'm going to go with blueberry because we haven't done blue yet. Don't think. So 1, 2, 3. I should just open them quickly. Apparently, I've already opened the blue because I am in a mess with that. Yes, so they're messy. Heads up, they're messy. Clearly have opened the blueberry. Okay, cool. So let's open up. So make sure you put your lids on properly. I am that person that never puts my lids on properly and gets into trouble. Susie. Susie's sneaky. Okay, so and we'll just do this last one here. Now, top tip, if you do get alcohol ink on your hands, the best way to get it off is to wash your hands in washing up liquid and rubbing alcohol. So get some washing up liquid in your hand, put some rubbing alcohol into the washing up liquid, and then that will get rid of most of the inks. It also gets rid of if anyone else has kids that like to graffiti on their hands. My kids come home with like full-on sleeves that they've drawn on them in school all day, which is interesting because they should be learning. And it gets rid of that as well. So 1 drop, pop, of the cherry, 1 drop of the avocado, pop, and a drop of the blueberry, pop. Don't know why I feel the need to go bop every time, but we do. Okay. Wow. Now that blue, ooh, okay, very liquidy. As you can tell, that's splattered. But look at that colour. That red's pretty. So let's see if we can. Savs is having a moment. So this blue has got elements of purple. I'll show you it in a moment. Can you see just here where the purple's coming through? So That's really interesting. So that goes to show the sort of colours underneath it. I'm going to put a dot more of that. So out of these, the red is a little bit less liquidy, should we say? Maybe a bit thicker. Who knows? Let's have a quick look. It's a very pretty red, though, isn't it? Let's have a quick look. Oh, I mean, a little goes a very long way. Look at how much this is moving. Look at this group. This, I mean, it is blueberry. It's not light. I mean, look at these shades of purple coming through. So I'm just gonna kind of move these about a little bit and see what happens. See how it dries. If it dries purple or blue. It's got a little bit muddy where it's mixed with the red, but that's fine. It's really nice. Okay, so the same as the ER ones, can you see that it's got quite a lot of those lines in them? So again, this is going to be a little bit less rubbing alcohol. It's going to be better than more. So again, this is one where I think I would have to not put loads of ink straight directly onto the canvas or the work like I did there. I would maybe come in and just do that. See how much better it's behaving with a little bit of rubbing alcohol and that control. So again, know your inks. Color wise though, I have to say it's good. It's working nicely. Is it workable to blend out? Move it a little bit. Is it stainy? A lot of inks stain. The paper quality is what makes that different. That's why I prefer to go for the graphics, because graphics is a really good cleanable surface, and it's just really, you know, it can take a bit of heat from the heat gun or the hair dryer if you were using a hair dryer. We're just going around like so. So, you know, when you come in and work it like this, you're going to get that effect. So I don't mind it. It's quite a lot. So what I would do is, I feel like I need to work with that a little bit. I want to just try one thing. I can't remember what I did now. How do we do this? Okay. Okay. Definitely needs to be worked on a little bit more. You've never tried. Hi, Mary. You've never tried this. It looks fun. It is so much fun. And what I'm going to do is pin a little Amazon wish list that I created that has basically all of the stuff you need to get started with alcohol inking if you fancy having a go. And as I said, if you do want to sort of go, if you do have a go and you enjoy it, I do have a Crafty Inkers subscription club where we do a free workshop every month, a 3-hour workshop, as well as, yeah, so this doesn't behave as well as the pinata does for this, and I'll show you what I mean by that. Let's just grab a crimson. It's meant to look like a rose. Yeah, it's just not gone quite as well as I wanted it to. So I'm going to just kind of show you it how with a, and this is where we talk about brands making a difference. Maybe a bit more. So this is I'm just going in with Tim Holtz now. So you can see the difference in the reds, and I'll just show you. So I did the exact same thing with the other brand. Need to work it a little bit. Been a while since I've done one of these. Last little bit. So you can see the difference. And I think this is where knowing your inks, and it doesn't mean that these aren't great inks. It just means that maybe it's not suitable for that project that needs that slightly better quality ink. This is done with the Tim Holtz Crimson. So you can see instantly that rose came out much better. I was able to work it. Whereas this one, it just, I mean, I'll give it one more little go. But even then, see how the ink has started to come up off of the paper. It breaks down quite a lot. So we'll just see if we can get any more with it. I mean, you can a little bit, but it's a lot more hard work. We saw that one has come out really pretty. So, definitely I don't if I have to rank the three inks, I'm not sure. I definitely think out of all of them, the Sigwong ones were my go-to ones. I think they were a little bit more, but they definitely seem to have a bit more workability. And when I say a little bit more, they were like £15. I'm just cleaning that up a little bit because if you don't clean your inks, one, you're getting a mess, but two, it will also kind of set. Mary, if you're interested in joining the Crafty Inkers, it's £5 a month, and we do a 3-hour workshop every month. The lives they're done via a live into the Facebook group, and as long as you are a member of the group, you can view the lives and you can go back and see them. And then what we do is we kind of focus on a project. So we have done roses. That is one project that we did a couple of months ago, and we do a 3-hour live normally within the beginning of the month, and then towards the end of the month we do just 2 little creative catch-up sessions, which are basically doing the an hour and a half. You can come to one or both, it's up to you, where we just revisit the workshop and just have a play about and just have a bit of fun. So if you're interested at all, then check out my wait, stop it. If you're interested, then I'll put a little link into my website for you to see. Just let me pop the link for these very quickly, the ER ones, because let me just go into my orders. Right, my little Savs is in season. and she is those who know, Savannah's my French bulldog, and she does a little bit of flirty dancing with Uncle Jack, and Uncle Jack is not interested in flirty dancing with her. So that's what that noise is. Inks. You get QR link. So there we go. I'll just pop this link in for these if you are interested. And what I will also do is I will pop the Crafty Inca's Amazon list in my group. If you're interested, it's a shared Amazon wish list for you to have a little look at. You would be more than welcome. As I said, full disclosure, they do have my I do have affiliate links in them. That doesn't make any difference to you. It just means I've gone and found out what I think are good deals to save you some time, and it just gives me a little bit of something extra for it. You will still pay the same price. So let me just pop a link in here for my website for the Crafty Inkers Club. If anyone's interested, we would love for you to come join us. And that's there, and it's £5 a month. I mean, for what you get, I don't think that's bad. I'm gonna go now because I do need to go over to that Crafty Inkers Club right now and do our creative session. We're doing ink and doodles, so we're going to be doing a bit of classic inking and doodling. But for now, I'm going to say thank you so much for joining me. This is going to be the last Thursday that we go live. I'm off next week, so I won't be around next week. And then I'll be back hopefully on the Monday, the week after. And we'll probably be running them on a Monday, but I will keep it posted. So check out my page for any posts. Once again, thank you for joining me. I hope you all have a lovely rest of your week, and I will see you all very, very soon.